everybody is blaming somebody, when everybody is a victim of another victim, if you blame your madam, who your madam go blame? Your madam too, na person bring her come before she come gain her independence, freedom, then come bring you. So your madam too was once a girl to someone else, just as you are to her. So she herself get to blame her own madam for waiting or everything she went through. Then now her own madam get to blame her madam. Then the other madam blame the other madam, blame the other madam. So you see, say the chain of madams and sponsorship a long, not be here, very, very long, my people. Because not be today this matter start, but it's time to address it. Oh yes. Though I'm not going to do it so robustly, but at least I'm going to put out some basic facts, and then you all can draw your own conclusions. Okay? Like I said, fellows, unfortunately, this trafficking matter, or rather, a shareholder sponsorship, where we dey hear so, no be today it start o, no be today. It has been happening for at least 40 years, just to say the least. Oh yes. To the extent they turned it into culture. It became tradition. It became a social phenomenon, a pathway to wealth. Oh yes. It became an escape route from poverty and a livelihood to lots of families, because it was seen as the only solution and rescue our families from generational suffering and poverty. Oh yes. In short, fellows, this phenomenon became like an inheritance. Like an inheritance that was being passed from one generation of women to another. Okay? So taking women abroad for sex work was a trend. It was in vogue. And it was what was trending in Edo State at that time. The only way you can describe it is that people believe if you are not part of it, you don't know what is happening, you don't know what's up. You are primitive, you are local. So it became a competition to show off at some point. How many people do you have overseas in the diaspora? So my lovelies, this process of blame, plenty. And it has only just begun. Okay? So the question becomes, where do we place responsibility for the cultural decline, the erosion of values, and the growing sense of collective shame we are witnessing today as a dose? Huh? When some parents, out of unfulfilled dreams or poor life planning, they now place the weight of their expectations on their children. Dreams parents could not achieve became the burdens their children are forced to carry. So instead of children being nurtured into who they are meant to be, they became sacrifices to ambitions that were never theirs to carry. And then these children were sent into slaughterhouses to be sacrificed for parental greed. Long throats! Or do we start blaming the fathers who abandoned their women to feed for children all by themselves? Thereby traveling out of the state, out of the country, became the last option and an escape route from poverty? Where do we start blaming? Or are we talking about brothers, uncles, aunties, immediate and extended family members, even neighbors, who made sure their sister or daughters finds a sponsor so that life can change for the entire family? Somebody answer me. Please tell me, where do we start placing blame? Who caused this? How did we all arrive at a point where a people, as the Edos, once known for cultural pride and dignity, are now being reduced to stereotypes and ridiculed on social media? How did a community once admired for its cultural richness and strength became the subjects of online mockery and harmful stereotypes? When? How did we all move from cultural pride to collective embarrassment on global platform? Tell me, somebody. And how did we get to a place where an entire group, especially Edo women, are now defined by the actions of a few? How? This movement calls for reflection, not just blame, blame, and blame. It's not going to take us anywhere. It is time we talk. Because when we reduce an entire group to one narrative, we lose both truth and dignity. Fellows, where the heck do we start the blame from? Where? Again, is it the man or husbands who stood as guarantors, damning all taboos and ancestral consequences, and they signed as collateral for their wives to be sponsored as sex worker for profit, while they stayed behind to take care of the home and children? Or are we talking about the traditional rulers who witnessed the epidemic, the exodus of daughters of the land, but did nothing to stop it? And not only did they not do anything to stop it for years, for decades, but you know what? Majority of them also joined the trade as participants to enrich themselves. Oh yes. Or you want to talk about the native doctors that were used in every nook and cranny of that state to subjugate, to bring these women to their knees, to take their voices and inculcate fear of death into them so they can enslave these women and maltreat them to oblivion? Somebody answer. Where does this blame start from? Enough. So you see, my lovelies, the list goes on and on. Everybody is blaming everybody when everybody is a victim of another victim. And then, even Nigeria as a country must take some responsibility for all this, because Nigeria failed everyone catastrophically. And that is why we are here today. Okay? But we also need to talk about something many people do not acknowledge in all this. Okay? Many people don't see this, but we need to talk about it. And that's the distant shame, the vicarious trauma some of us have to carry, have to endure. Oh, yes. Because watching what many of our sisters went through was painful enough. But facing how others responded to it was another layer entirely. Oh, yes. People, in some places, especially in European countries, where this trade was popular, where it was predominantly a hub for it, people began to generalize black women, reducing everyone to the same narrative simply because of the color of our skin. And the shame became overwhelming. Many of us found ourselves trying to distance from it, trying to separate our identity from the stigma. And the struggle was real. Some of us avoided speaking our language in public spaces. Some hid where they were from. Nobody wants to say, this is where I'm from. Are you from Nigeria? Yes. What part of Nigeria are you from? I don't know. I'm Nigerian, period. Okay? Some people carried their discomfort silently, fearing what people would assume. Because sometimes something as simple as speaking Benin in the public could make people look at you differently, or worse, label you unfairly. That kind of experience leaves a mark. And it creates silence. It creates denial. It creates emotional distance from one's own identity. But my lovelies, it is time we talk. Oh, yes.